Back at like a crack addict with a bad habit. We out here. NYC with it. You understand? Back for another Think Like a Woman episode, okay? So today's Think Like a Woman episode here at the EBNTV studios is going to be how to make her obsessed with you. Okay? How to make a woman obsessed with you. Let's dive into it. I got about 3 to 4 ways to do it. All right? Once again, I'm coming from personal experiences with it. Let's dive into it. First up, treat them like regular. Y'all simps out there are doing too much. You need to treat these women like they are like you. Because guess what? We all mammals, boy. You know what I'm saying? We all mammals. We all poop. A woman ever try to tell you she don't poop? Boy, probably 3 hours before she told you she don't poop, she took a monster dump, bruh. She ate a Chipotle burrito and took a gargantuan dump on her toilet, possibly clogged it. Like, I don't get what y'all be thinking nowadays, boy. Girls are like you, bruh. And when you treat them like you don't immediately put them on this high pedestal, you can lower the expectations for them and yourself. You're not gonna put her on such a high pedestal that she cannot uphold, because guess what? She's regular, like you. If someone puts you on a high pedestal off the rip, would you be able to uphold that and maintain that level that you were put at off the rip? No. It's hard because you're essentially trying to fit something in this person's head that you don't even really know, because they put you on the pedestal. You didn't put yourself on that pedestal. Maybe you like yourself, you love yourself a lot. And don't advise my damn alarm. If you're here off the rip on someone's evaluation of you without them really knowing you like that, it's going to be hard to maintain what they have put you in their damn head, okay? So treat these women like they are regular, because they are, no matter how attractive they are. And I understand it can be hard, because you sitting in front of a baddie, I'm talking about a baddie. I'm talking about shorty, a little baddie. She my little boo thing. And shorty got the fatty. Shorty be catching mood swings, but she's so fire, you don't care if she catches mood swings, you gonna deal with it? Nah, when a shorty got so many insecurities and idiosyncrasies, but you will deal with it because she's fire, I get it. I understand, right? But in the process of courting them and getting them to become obsessed with you, you must treat them like regular. Because understand this, a baddie is going to be treated like a baddie by 9 out of 10 dudes. I go back to the example with Pete and Kim. Pete only got Kim Kardashian because he treated her like regular. While everyone was on her me sack, he did not care. He ignored her. He treated her regular because she is regular. Pretty girls does not mean pretty personality. You could suck. You could be dry. You could have no type of personality. You could be boring. You could be unfun to hang out with. You just look good. And trust me, been there before too. Shorty fire, but she has no personality. There was a show I was watching, I think it's Freaks and Geeks, where one of the guys essentially alludes to that. Like, oh, just because she's pretty doesn't mean that she's a good person or like she has a good personality or something like that. And that's what it'd be like, bro. You could be such a boring girl, but you could be fired. So stop looking straight into a person's face. When you look into a person's face, you have to look at what's under their face, on the other side of their face. Once you look at a person's face, you need to actually be looking at what's on the other side of their face. Read their energy. Read the type of person they are by who they are presenting themselves to be to the public. It will save yourself a lot of heartache, for real, because if you're actually doing examinations on people, rather than just examining their faces and going off your attraction to them, which will eventually decrease, right? Unless you're just trying to smash this person, I guess. But like I said, the title of this video is how to make her obsessed with you. So eventually that attraction level is going to decrease at some point. I'm not saying it's going to go from here to here, but it's going to go from here to at least here, and then maybe here. And then it can fluctuate, but it's going to decrease because guess what? You're going to learn their personality. And no one loves 100% of anybody. 100,000%, I'm not jacking that. Because no one was born to fit into another person like a glove. 100%. Like, there's definitely something that you're not gonna like about somebody, because y'all were not born the same. Y'all are not the same individuals. Y'all do not share the exact same brains. We all have different brains. So there's going to be something that you don't agree with, whether or not you agree with that statement or not. There's going to be something you don't vibe with. It may not mean that it's going to be the end all be all of a relationship, or if that situation is going to end, because these things are built on compromise and give and take and picking your battles, right? But how to make a girl says you treat her like regular, she will understand that you have been there before. Allow her to judge you on you having been there before, and allow her to make that decision. She will come back, because guess what? She'll come back anyway. My homie, he was in a car with a girl he's talking to, right? He like her, she like him, but he on his grind right now. She, a little bit older, she is trying to, she on him like, I'm not a second option. You must treat me like a first option. Whatever, bro. Like I said, I'm of the belief that women definitely choose when a relationship is to get to a certain level. However, if I'm not ready for that, get off my meat. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not ready for that, then hey, I'm sorry, you might have to leave. But at the same time, once again, if you emit that energy that, hey, if that's what you want, that's what's up. I like you, but damn, I'm just not ready for that right now. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. She's gonna have to accept that. And if she likes you enough, she's gonna stay around. Women get cheated on and stay. So imagine if a guy's not cheating necessarily, or he's just if y'all in the courting stage too, you can't necessarily get mad at that guy if he's not trying to shack himself up with you. You know what I'm saying? They haven't even been talking for damn near 2 months. So, I don't know. Some women do want you to commit to them off the rip because they feel like they are not worthy, or they don't deserve to go through a trial period where you can essentially be dating them and dating other people, right? But once again, a woman feels like they should have that trial period and be able to have that ability to say, I don't want to choose you. I'll choose somebody else. Or I want to have the ability to say you or you, right? But they don't necessarily want you to have that same ability. We have to keep even playing cards here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I actually am okay with that. It was a point in time where I was not okay with that, but I'm okay with that now. I understand. I honestly go into situations saying, this is not my girl, this is just my turn. And if the girl is down to make me hers, then she'll express that in certain ways. She may not even express it with her words, but I'll be able to pick up on it. But until then, I'm doing me. I'm not staying on your body, right? Because if I stay on your body, you're going to think it's easy and you got me in the chokehold. And nah, you're going to have to work for me the same way that if I see that you are showing signs that you want me, I'll reciprocate that if I want the same thing. Because I already know what I'm going to bring to the table. I'm going to put a smile on your face. I'm going to make sure I learn you. I'm going to make sure that if I want you to stay around, you going to know that. But you have to show me you want me to stay around, because I know that women have more options than men. No matter how much of an attractive man you are, I've seen men spend money on girls that look like Brave Face. You ever seen My Life as a Teenage Robot? I've seen men stick their eggplants in robot coochie. I'm saying, a lot of men will clap anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a woman, no matter how unattractive or attractive she may be, if she still got that coochie down there, it's fair game. You know what I'm saying? It's fair game for these men, bro. She still got that coochie down there, bro. That's all you need. You know what I'm saying? So I will always know a woman will have more options than a man, bro. So I take that into account. If you see that I'm the dude that you jacking, you gonna have to show me that, because then I'll jack you back. But I'm not making myself an option on your damn line of dudes, and maybe it's not even a long line of dudes, bro. But trust me, I know that I don't want to be in that line, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to be at the top of that joint, if that's what it is, okay? So, treat them like they're regular. Ignore them. Do you? Ignore them. Do you, okay? When you ignore them and you just do you, bro, they fall into place, bro, because they probably doing them too. Especially if they women that have something going on in their life, they don't necessarily want to be shacked up under you as much as they may want to. If you give them that too much, another life experience. I was talking to this one girl who I really was only trying to get in that intercoursal situation, right? But I was coming off a relationship, which literally, when you coming off a relationship, be by yourself, because you're going to do weirder stuff like I did. So I'm over here. I knew that I was just I only looked at her a certain way, right? So, we was FaceTiming, whatever. I liked her a little bit. She was cool. She was cool to talk to. She was a therapist. I liked talking to her. She knew what I did, so she respected it off rip or whatever. So, and I was able to talk to her about certain things. We were cool. So in our first actual interaction, we almost got to doing the do, right? We almost got to doing the do, but it's so funny, right? I did not have a jacket of the gold persuasion. If you pick up what I'm talking about, you pick up what I'm talking about, right? I did not have a jacket of the gold persuasion. So I'm not Ron Suno. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in raw, no problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem for me. So I'm not diving in straight like that. You know what I'm saying? So nothing happened, but I don't say nothing happened, but things happened, but not all the way. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing all the way, John, right? But I ended up having a gold jacket in my bag that I didn't even know, right? So I feel like God was telling me, yo, stay away from this spider. You know what I'm saying? This spider, you don't want to climb on her web. You know what I'm saying? Leave her alone, really. So I ended up, getting into the point where we want a couple more days. I put my foot in my mouth on one of them, right? So nothing happened that day either. We kept talking though, because we was cool, whatever. She would FaceTime me, I FaceTime her, but I would end up FaceTiming her. I think I FaceTimed her like every day, bro. And she was going through things too, so she was trying to figure out her life. But it'd be times where we'd be on the phone and she'd be like, oh, I'm sad I got the phone with you. And I was like, why? She's like, oh, because she said she was telling me she knows that I can't talk to you all the time. And I was, as a busy dude, knew I shouldn't have been talking to her all the time. But when you coming off a relationship, your brain is so used to being in a person's face so often that you feel like that's what you need to be doing, even if you don't like the person like that. So I realized that after that, it took that moment to realize, because she eventually was like, awesome, yo, I don't think I want to do this in this type of fashion anymore. We can still be cool, we can still talk, but I'm not ready for what it seemed like what you want from me right now. And she made it seem like I was the one that's looking for some type of situationship or relationship or something like that because I'm talking to her so frequently. And it's like, yo, bro, I'm just trying to clap. I'm just trying to make it clap Soulja Boy, right? So I was like, bro, women will definitely make you feel, and mind you, she wanted me first. She was really pressing up on me for the most part in the beginning. So a woman will definitely flip the switch on you and act like you wanted her more than you when she was exhibiting all the signs that she wanted you more first, right? But then you start to do too much, then boom, the script is flipped, and it makes it seem like you're the thirsty one. No, you're not catching me in that web, bruh. Sorry. Okay, ignore them. Do you act like you've been there before? Number 3. A lot of women do not want virgins. A lot of women do not want the guy with no experience. I guess is the proper way to put that. So you got to get you some experience, bruh. Right? You have to show them that you've been there before, even if you've never been there before, because they want to at least feel like you've been there before. And they might judge you for feeling like you've been there before, but all in all, they would probably rather that, because a guy with more experience or a girl more experience knows how to treat the other individual because they've been there before and they know the do's and the don'ts. If you ain't been there before, you don't know the do's and the don'ts. You don't know what to do, what not to do, when to do it, when not to do it. You're going to rush the situation and you're going to talk yourself out of some coochie. I'm telling you, I've done it before as well. I've definitely talked myself out of some coochie. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn and adjust. You got to learn and adjust, or else you're going to be a person that's assed out with no coochie. You know what I'm saying? Which is perfectly fine if that's what you want to do. But if you out here trying to make a girl obsessed with you, like you seen in the damn video, then hey, you got to do these things. And it's going to work, bro. I'm telling you, you work. It might not work the day of, the next day. He's got to be patient. Listen to what these girls be saying too. They be saying, be patient. What's worth waiting for is worth waiting for. Okay? So I'm telling you, that day could come where you've been on her brain this whole time. She just did not want to let you know that. And you was doing you. You could have been with other girls, whatever, but it could have been that girl that you've been on her brain. If you want a girl brain, bro, oh my gosh. I was at my homie graduation party. There was a girl that looked like Nia Long, right? The way that she was on his body and just not really giving energy to anybody else, I'm thinking that's his girl, right? I cooked up a little conversation with her, with whatever, but that was before I thought that was his girl, right? And then I started seeing how she moved, and I asked him later on, I was like, yo, that's your shorty, whatever? I see how she was moving, and he was like, nah, it's on my ex tings. So that's not even his current tings. And she was still kind of moving like, oh yeah, I can't be talking to other dudes at your party. And it's like, bro, he just called you his ex things. Like, he not even really, you know what I'm saying? He not even really jacking you like that. But you over here moving like that. That's what I'm saying. You could be a person doing your own thing and still be stuck in her head. And she gonna remember that, bro. You go to a party and you start talking to a girl, dance with a girl. Leave her alone, bro. Leave her alone. Talk to her and then go about your business. You have to see how she moves with other dudes. That's why I don't get why people don't like at the club, right? This happened yesterday. I was at the club. This happens frequently, right? Be a pretty girl. A guy will go to that girl, talk to her, whatever, chat her up, maybe dance with her, and then stay on her the whole night, bruh. Why you on the whole night? Other dudes want a chance, bruh. Damn. Like, let me at least see if I can get a chance with her, bruh. Because here's the thing, right? Say that guy goes up to her, boom, talks to her, gives her a good conversation, maybe dance with the group, right? You go about your business. You walk away. Go about your business. Now you become the observer. She might be like, damn, why do you walk away? Or like, all right, yeah, it's whatever. Like, now she's going back to dealing with her friends who do cool, right? Now say another guy goes up there. You want to see what she does when that other guy comes up. Because if she gives the other guy an opportunity, she's for the streets. And leave her for the streets. Like, bro, I hate when dudes club cuff, bruh. Off the rip. It's okay to club cuff. But you be club cuffing off the rip, bruh? You just met this girl. You don't know if she for the streets or not. You want to know how you know she's for the streets? You put your place in the line. And then you go about your business. You maybe go put your place in another person's line, or you just observe her. If you really want her, cool. But you put your place in line and you evaporate, or you just leave the situation immediately and you don't stick around. You know, you're in the area, but you don't be on her body. You see somebody, if she's that bad, another guy will go up to her at some point, and if she's not jacking it, trust me, you will be able to understand. I was at a club, danced with a girl. Her and her friends, they moved areas. I didn't follow them. I stayed where I was at in the first spot, but I still had eyes on her. Another guy tried to go to her. She dubbed it. I said, oh, wow, I'm in there. So all I had to do was go back up to talk to her. And by the time I go up to talk to her, whatever it is I want to do, it's up. I won. If I want to dance you again, I want to get your number. I won. Because I just seen what you did to the other dude. I just seen you dub the other dude. So guess what? I won. I don't have to play the game no more. You understand? Like, I don't have to convince you of nothing. I don't have to try to make you laugh. I won. Whatever I did in that first interaction kept me in your brain. So if another dude came up to you and they're able to get the time of day out of you, that means I didn't do enough, or it wasn't your cup of tea. And I'm not about to sit here and try to convince you that I'm your cup of tea. This not the Boston Tea Party. Okay, I'm not here to convince you that I'm your cup of tea or not. Another instance, you know, I've definitely probably told the story already, I think, but like, you know, another club, me and girl, eye contact with you, whoop. I can tell she's looking back, nothing else in that area other than me and my homie. So we here chilling, whatever. I'm looking back at her with the whoop. I'm getting the sign that she's jacking me, right? Cool. So at some point, I'm going to go up to her, right? Boom. Dance song came up. I kind of went in her area, but I still didn't go up to her yet, right? A guy came up to her trying to dance with her. But he did it in a weird way, too. He came up from, like, the side, right? So, boom, coming to her trying to dance with her and shit like that. She was dancing, but she was not dancing on him. She was dancing in his area, right? And I think he was kind of getting the vibe that she wasn't about to, like, throw it. He wanted her to throw it back on him, right? And that's not what she was doing. So I was like, I'm peeping that energy. So just because a girl denies another guy doesn't mean she's going to deny you, right? So, boom, that guy leaves. And a certain song comes on. I'm like, all right, waistline water about to come outside. I'm about to see if you jacking me or not. Boom, she throwing that thing. I'll let you do the look back. I'll let you do the look back. Trust me, I already know that she knows that I'm attractive, right? So boom, she goes there, she starts dancing. I come behind. I start putting the waistline water. You know what I'm saying? The aguacate. I throw the aguacate on all the hits, bruh. I throw the aguacate on the damn 2 pieces in the watermelon, right? She look back, she throwing that thing. Bow, we outside. Now I'm in there. Once she do the look back and she get in position, oh yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Shout out to Mr. Rogers, you know what I'm saying? So then now we going Now I can grip the thighs. I can get in there, bro. I can get in there, bro. I can get in there, bro. Once all the beginning stuff has been taken care of and I know there's reciprocated energy, I can get in there, bro. That's you understand. You don't have to prove nothing to a woman once you have passed all the other signs, because now you can get in there. Hey, man, you can't tell me I'm capping. I'm giving y'all specific examples. I does this. You know what I'm saying? Who better to teach you how to think like a woman than Taylor? That's all I'm saying. Hey, man, a lot of people are going to teach you how to be what you already are. And I mean by that, got men teaching men how to be better men. Awesome. Keep doing that, though, because some of these simps, they need some help in how to be better men, right? But I don't think there's people that are talking for the perspective of trying to actually build lives with women. They essentially trying to use them or take it back to history where they feel like they have to cheat on their women and explain to their women why it's okay to not be in monogamous relationships. I think there's no voice for the monogamy. And I don't think monogamy is bad, bro. Just because the divorce rate is at like 50-some%, guess what? There's this half and then there's this half. There's the half that get divorced and the half that don't get divorced. And there's a reason they don't get divorced. Because it's not 100%, it's 50. So that means that you doing something wrong. You doing something wrong, bro. If you are fitting into the category of that and that's not what you wanted, you did not want a divorce, and you fit into that category, bro, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. And we need a voice for that. And I done have hella experiences that on the opposite end of my life, where I'm going even further and further into adulthood, I done had a lot of the relationship experiences that some people are looking to have moving forward. Amen. Think like a woman with Taylor, how to make her obsessed with you. Make sure you like the damn video. Turn on the post notification bell so you know every time we drop a new vid. All right, make sure you follow Taylor L. Jazz Vlogs on TikTok and Taylor L. Jazz Vlogs on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor L. Jazz. Win the game before the game beats you. Taylor out.